For years, my fiance's been trying to get me into gaming. And for years, I kept giving up. Controllers overwhelmed me, and it didn't matter which controller it was. But recently, he had an idea. What if I tried gaming a different way? So I did something completely out of my comfort zone. I built my own gaming computer. And honestly, there were moments I thought I completely broke it. If you've been around this channel for a while, you probably know that I've been focusing a lot on my mental health and picking up new hobbies. Things like crochet, reading, drawing have become really meaningful ways for me to slow down and just process life. And recently, I've been wondering if gaming could be another one of those things. My fiance Voltaire has been trying to get me into gaming for years. But every time I picked up a controller, I just got overwhelmed with all the buttons and function and targeting, and I gave up pretty quickly. I think part of the reason I never stuck with it was because I always felt like I was starting from behind. I have a lot of people around me who've been gaming since they were kids, and they're really good at it, so it was hard for me to keep up, or I really didn't want to feel like I was holding them behind. So I never really stuck with it. That feeling just made it really easy to quit. I didn't just want to try gaming again, I wanted to give myself a real shot at potentially enjoying it. I'm usually on my laptop, there's a keyboard that I'm pretty familiar with, so I thought maybe computer games would be easier. And if I was going to try gaming again, I wanted to do it right. Originally, Voltaire was actually planning to build his own computer. I've never built a computer before, but I was curious. Could I actually do this? I had exactly one rule for the build. It had to be white. Voltaire helped pick the parts because, honestly, the technical side overwhelmed me pretty quickly. But I helped shape the aesthetic, and somehow it started to feel like my setup. At one point, we even ordered a black GPU because that was the only thing available, but the box arrived open, so we returned it, and somehow a white one became available just in time. Building the computer was a lot harder than I expected. Even when I started, I knew it was going to be complicated, but not actually this hard. The instructions that came with the parts honestly made almost no sense to me, so I started doing a lot of what other people do, watching YouTube videos of people building the exact same components that I had. There were so many moments where I had to stop and ask, wait, is this right? Am I about to break something? Or why does this not fit the way I thought it would? And I think that was the hardest part, not knowing if I was doing it correctly. Because when you're following along with a video, everything looks easy, but when it's your computer in front of you, it feels a lot more high stakes. I definitely had moments where I just sat there staring at it, trying to build up the confidence to keep going. I just spent the last 15-20 minutes trying to figure out screws. I organized them by different screw types, like they have them here, but they all come mixed together. It would be really nice to just have them separate because some of them look very, very similar. Like, these are different ones, but they look just the same. So yeah, that's kind of hard. I hope they change that in the future. Like, give the screws separately, or at least put the letters on the backs. Yeah. But slowly, piece by piece, it started coming together. But then came the cables, and that's when I completely lost the plot. There were wires everywhere, nothing looked clean, and I couldn't figure out where anything was supposed to go. But I handed it over to Voltaire, who very patiently made sense of the chaos and did it for me. And honestly, that's one of the many reasons he's a great fiancé. After some fan chaos from ChatGPT, finally we were able to finish it, It was time for the moment of truth.
Holy cow, that's gorgeous.
Turning it on. I pressed a button. Nothing. I tried again. Nothing. Out of pure desperation, I held the power button for a few seconds, and suddenly it turned on. I usually didn't want to be at my desk, but now I actually want to be in front of my computer. On the days I work from home, I can plug my laptop into the setup and use the monitors, speakers, mic, etc. I'm actually way more productive now. But the biggest surprise has been the gaming itself. And honestly, I've been loving it. I didn't expect to connect with gaming the way I have, but these story-based games, they just pull you in. Games like Dispatch, Gris, and eventually I'll be playing Life is Strange. They feel like reading an interactive book or stepping into a movie. I'm not just watching the story unfold, I'm part of it. And it's become this really cozy escape for me. A space where I can slow down, get immersed in a different world, and just disconnect for a bit. And I didn't realize how much I needed that. What makes this even more special though is knowing that I built this computer myself. A few months ago, I wouldn't have thought I could do something like this, but trying new things has become such an important part of my mental health journey. And now gaming is one of those spaces for me too. It's one of those spaces where I can escape, where I can experience a new story, and where I can do something fun with all of you. I'm really proud that I challenged myself. And I think this experience reminded me that just because something is intimidating doesn't mean it's not for you. It might just mean you're learning something new. And I'm really glad I didn't give up on this one, because I get to experience these different worlds with all of you, fully embracing the cozy escapes. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next cozy escape.